This time of year, it's always fun to get outside, even if it is just in your own backyard. But the beauty of living in the Tennessee Valley is that there are so many other backyards that you can go and enjoy and explore. The Chattanooga Nature Center on the foot of Lookout Mountain is certainly one of those. And can you hear? Tish Gailmard is here this morning, and she brought with her Winnie the barn owl, who's grown quite a bit.
She's grown quite a bit since she visited last. She is maturing. She is full grown now.
She's in her teenage years, I think, because she's kind of got some attitude.
She has a little bit of attitude. That's actually a begging call, and it's something that they do when they're young. And then she's also very habituated to humans, so we're going to hear that begging call a lot.
I asked you when I first saw her, because I had not realized, see, there goes her little neck. She's dancing this morning. If she had gotten a haircut, because when she turns her face back around, look how prominent her beak is.
Very.
It was more hidden last time.
Yes, it's very prominent. That's very common for a barn owl. She looks like an adult barn owl now.
Last time, if I'm remembering the right animal, she let me touch her.
She did, yeah, and she's
I would not
so
dare.
into that. Yeah.
Yeah, but she was so deep. Her little body is tiny.
Yes, she's got amazing amount of feathers, thousands and thousands of feathers. And you have to remember too, bird bones are essentially hollow. So I describe it like a straw. Take a straw and then a spider web and stick the spider web in the straw. And that's pretty much what their bones are like.
Wow.
So they have really lightweight bones and thousands of feathers. If they had solid bones like ours, they'd never get off the ground.
Well, you know, when you think about that, Tish, because all of the animals there at the Nature Center have been injured in some way. So does she have a wing injury?
She actually was bred and hatched in captivity. So she does not have an injury, but she is habituated to humans.
So she couldn't live in the wild.
She would probably not survive very well.
But for the ones that come in and they have had a wing injury or something, with the way their bones are, would that make it more difficult for them to heal?
Yes. You can heal a broken bone on a bird in specific situations. But when they have a wing injury, even a leg injury, it can be very iffy if it can be recovered. Right.
Yeah.
And it just depends a lot on what the break is and then how it's treated.
Where, if she was in the wild, where would she live?
So these birds are native to our area, but they are under management concern in Tennessee. We don't see this bird very often, and they love to be in old abandoned buildings and barns. That's how they got the name barn owl. She sneezed. So their habitat is really not very available anymore because people don't leave old barns on the farms, and when we have an abandoned building, we tear it down.
I'm trying to figure out her markings because the way it's so scattered, the black fur or the gray, it almost looks like it's trying to look like bark or something.
Yeah, she has really awesome camouflage. So she's going to blend in to the forest, into a tree. She's going to blend as she flies through the forest area. Just really incredible camouflage. And any kind of spot is a great camouflage.
But then that white
The white face. Yes, and this really prominent facial disc that's heart-shaped.
Ooh, she thinks she has food.
She thinks that food. That really prominent facial disc acts like a satellite dish to bring sound into her ears. And her ears are asymmetrical, one high and one low. It's very subtle asymmetry.
She's hungry.
That's very subtle asymmetry, but that helps her hear her prey item, whether her prey item is above her or below her. That upper ear's going to catch it first, or that lower ear's going to catch it first.
So is hearing her primary sound?
Her
primary sense?
Hearing is her superpower. She can hear a mouse's heartbeat 30 feet away.
What?
Yeah, incredible hearing. They've done a lot of studies on this species, put them in a completely dark room, can't see your hand in front of your face dark room, and then released a mouse, and they are immediately on it. They're not searching for it, they are immediately on it.
Isn't that interesting? Because I know one time recently you brought a hawk. I think it was the hawk, and you said that his sight distance was like multiple football fields.
Yeah, the length of a football field.
So that you have that superpower for the hawk.
Right.
And yet this one, it's the hearing.
Right. And it's so obvious on this one because that facial disc is so prominent and her eyes are very small and brown. if you know what you're looking at, you can immediately know she's using her hearing more than her vision to hunt. Now, her vision is still incredibly good.
Yeah. What does the dance mean?
She's just moving around,
Okay.
looking at things, checking things out.
Do you think that she's hearing things in our studio that we're not even noticing?
Probably so. There's a lot of humming and different pitches, and she's probably hearing things that we are not hearing.
So when you come to the Nature Center, I know y'all are doing, what do you call them, the campfire?
We have a campfire concert in the fall, and they are tons of fun. We just had one on the 30th. Our next one is October 14th. Bring your dogs. Hang out in our backfield and listen to local music when the sun's going down. We've got a fire, we've got s'mores, we've got beer. It's tons of fun. It's the most relaxing Friday evening ever.
Is that just in the month of October? Does it run into November?
I think it runs into November. Check out our Facebook page and our website, and it'll give you all the dates coming up.
Is she one of the tours that you can take?
Yes, you can do a behind the scenes and meet her. Yes. So the behind the scenes are super popular. So you can meet her, you can meet a hawk, you can meet another owl, you can meet our fox, a snake.
What are you doing though, like when you meet her?
So when you meet her, or when you meet one of our other owls, you have the option to actually hold an animal. I'm not sure yet whether we're letting people hold her or not, but we do have other owls and hawks that you can hold. And so you have this one-on-one time with one of us and this amazing animal, and you learn all kinds of cool things about them. I've had people actually start crying and tell me, "You are making my dreams come true. I've always wanted to hold an owl." So it's just a wonderful gift.
It really is. I mean, I'm kind of running out of things to say because she really is, of all the animals you bring. Well, they're all beautiful. They're all beautiful, but it's just, it takes some time to really be still and look at these animals and take in all of the intricacy of their markings. It just, when you think you zeroed in on it, you see something else.
You're so exactly right. They are beautifully built animals, and they're just spectacular to look at. And then when you learn all the cool things that they do for us and our environment, you just have this tremendous appreciation.
I did mention the romp through the woods. That's so pretty this time of year. By mid-November, those leaves are going to be gone off the trees, but isn't it fun to have them crunch underneath your feet?
We love reflection riding in the winter because you see things that you don't normally see. You're going to see nests and things up in the trees that you don't normally see. It literally is a different day every day on our property. There's always something different and always something to see.
You got the best job in town, Tish Gailmard.
I do.
So you can have a chance to learn more about how you can meet Winnie and the other animals that they have there that you can meet on a behind-the-scenes tour. Find out about the campfire concerts and just the general fun by going to reflectionriding.org. Their phone number 821-1160. They are truly one of the great treasures here in Chattanooga. Thank you.
Thank you.